How to contact your twin flame. Folks, you ask me about ways to contact your twin flame. Some of you have twin flames on Earth, like in 5D's Greg and Ally, who recently got married, but many of you have twin flames that are either disembodied or live on other planets or in other dimensions. Contacting your twin flame isn't something specific you do, it's about everything you're doing. Ivo and I have been giving you techniques to increase your spirituality, and I put that in quotes because it's a very general term, all throughout every one of his channelings. This is the way to contact your twin flame. I went through a process of refinement of character and ridding myself of as much ego as I could, and you may need to as well. Refinement of the human psyche with respect to power, wisdom and lovingness are the key goals to becoming more spiritual. Loving others without wisdom, loving others without power, being in a disempowered position in your relationships, being wise but unloving, being powerful but unloving, these are all characteristics we see being enacted all the time on Earth, and refinement of particularly these three is what you need to focus on. Where have you been kind to others but unwise? Where have you been wise but unkind to others? Where have you been powerful but unwise? Where have you been loving but disempowered? Once these three biggies become refined through life's trials and tribulations, you will be moving closer to embracing unity consciousness. Being loving but disempowered, loving your kids but they walk all over you. Being in an abusive relationship. Experiencing child abuse. Being powerful but unwise, making foolish business decisions. Renting to tenants who don't respect your property. Being wise but unloving, telling people the truth but in such a way that's hurtful. Being powerful but unloving, abusing your children. These three are combined in many ways on Earth right now. When you become of unity consciousness, you will be powerful, wise and loving. Why are these necessary? Because it's the way the true human actually is. All beings of light reflect these qualities. You've never heard Archangel Michael diss you, nor have you heard Mother Mary talk from a stance of being disempowered, have you? You love their messages, well, this is why. But you can grow to be that way yourself, at least to the degree that your life on Earth provides the opportunity for growth. But believe me, there's loads of opportunity here. So this is the first clue: do the work. Examine where you have been unwise, unloving, and disempowered. Look where you blame others for your unhappiness. This is giving away your power. It stands to reason that if your twin flame is in a higher dimension, if you want to communicate with him or her, then you're going to have to speak the same language. Your twin flame is of unity consciousness. Until you are as well, there's going to be some hang-ups. Your twin flame might be your guide, and it will be their job to move you out of duality consciousness. The people of Earth have had a lot of difficulty with ascension over the last 12,000 years. Starseeds came here to show them how to do it. The next thing that Ivo and I recommend for contacting your twin flame or just life in general is meditation. Why? Because you've been overusing your intellect. Life is not just what you see before you. There are 12 dimensions that you are actively living in right now, and so you are not who you think you are. Your twin flame is in one of these dimensions as well. The way to speak to him or her is to go inside and utilize your intuitive mind, your higher mind, to contact them. You are a 12-dimensional being, not a 3-dimensional being. You are a part of God, and God spans 12 dimensions, at least in this universe. There is an entire universe just waiting to be explored inside your mind. Another recommendation I have is to do Athena's course. What Athena's energy course is about is teaching you how to start using your inner perceptions, your inner senses, and to start seeing life from an intuitive perspective, not from strictly your intellect. The intellect and the intuition are meant to work together, but we've been overusing our intellect and underusing our intuition. So by doing this course, we hope to get you to start seeing life from a whole perspective. It stands to reason that psychic abilities and telepathy would be somewhere on the spectrum for you when you continue to see life this way. These exercises aren't meant to be done once then forgotten. This is a way of life to be practiced always. Stop taking, start giving. Become a good steward of the earth. Why? Because these are fourth-dimensional ways of being. You will be vibrating at a fourth-dimensional level. Continually taking because you see yourself as needy or lacking, is vibrating at a third-dimensional level. Focus on decalcifying your pineal gland and detoxing your body. Why? Because your body is a receiver. But like the old radios, if the receiver isn't in good shape, it won't be able to work well. You are an electromagnetic being who receives electric energies, thoughts, and sends out magnetic and electric energies, emotions and thoughts. Your light body senses magnetic energy as the form of others' emotions as well. Your pineal gland is the part of your brain that accesses other dimensions as it relates to the third eye chakra. Efforts have been carried out throughout the years to calcify the pineal gland so it doesn't work as well, such as fluoridation of the water. Drink non-fluoridated, non-chlorinated water and detox your body regularly. And stop eating products, start eating real foods that come from the earth. The other thing, reduce time in front of the TV and computer, they emit EMFs that interfere with your body's vibration. I'm a turmeric freak, I take it constantly, and I swear that it works to decalcify my pineal gland. I also detox regularly. More info. Link in the description. Read everything Ivo has channeled. Why? Because there are light codes embedded in his messages that will help you to wake up to your spiritual nature. Learn to use universal law correctly. Why? Because on Earth we've been taught to use it improperly and as a result, this keeps our vibration down. The higher your vibration, the more chance you have of relating to your twin flame. The other thing you need to look at is what do you want from your twin flame? Why do you want to contact him/her? Because you feel unloved and you want someone to give you love. You are love, you are comprised of that energy. Start to recognize that fact first and understand that your need of others to love you before you love yourself is incorrect. Love yourself first, don't inflate your ego, love yourself and good things will follow. More info. Link in the description. Practice good energetic maintenance. Cut cords, rebalance your chakras, take time to relax and do nothing, yes, nothing. Get off the achievement bandwagon and just chill out. Don't hang out with energy vampires, leave toxic people to their own. Stay grounded and centered. Ivo, if I may make one important point, my love. Me, of course. Ivo, I suggest that you all make a practice of learning how to love yourselves. You do this, my love, and yes, you have all day to do so. Yesterday you pulled out your acupressure mat and meditated while lying down upon it. You rebalanced your chakras and listened to chanting. You did not spend the entire day working as you used to do. You gave to yourself, and this is the first person that the one who seeks mastery or seeks to contact one's twin flame, must realize, everything you do for yourself, and in doing so for yourself you do for others because we are all one. Me, but not to be selfish. Ivo, no, but to be caring of one's self. When you care for yourself you allow others to care for themselves. Because how many of you practice a double standard? Do you insist that others neglect themselves when you pamper yourself all the time? Well, then you are speaking from a place of power but not love. Do you insist that others care for themselves but you do not care for yourself enough? Then you are speaking from a place of love but not wisdom. When you practice unity consciousness, you allow others all the good things that you want or have created for yourself, then you infuse the collective unconscious with these memories. But if you have an addictive habit which you practice alone then you are off balance, you are being gluttonous or greedy, you are practicing power over love of others. Me, I used to share my cookies with the kids in the schoolyard who kept asking for them every day. So I learned not to share my cookies. Ivo, again, this must be healed. Whatever goodness you have you must wish for others to have as well. The actual act of offering, of sharing, is a very powerful, healing act. Me, Merlin didn't want any cookies. He wanted cat food. LOL. Ivo, when you buy cookies, my love, buy another box and donate to the food bank. Me, ah. Good idea. Ivo, I am full of good ideas, my love. Me, LOL you want a cookie? Ivo, no thank you. I do not ingest sugar. Which I might suggest is another idea that you would expand upon, the relinquishing of white sugar from the diet. You have read the book, Sugar Blues, by William Duffy years ago and it scared you then, however sugar is extremely addictive. Why? Because it affects all body parts. It not only acts as a source of dopamine, it affects every organ in the body temporarily and then detracts from that organ afterwards. It is highly addictive. Me, it is. Ivo, you eat it because your thyroid is low. And this is another point to be made for those upon the planet. Either see a healer or find a way to overcome your physical limitations, or ailments, and as you return to health and balance, your intuition will also become stronger. There are many things you can do, however we have mentioned many of the things that will create the most change within you. Me, yes, thank you Ivo. This is about changing your DNA, I'm intuiting. Ivo, it is, the Earthling DNA is so diverse and so powerful, if only it could be harnessed for the good of the galaxy now. Me, I realize that many ET races want our DNA and so they come here to impregnate the women. It's possible, ladies, that you may have an ET baby with your twin flame and not even realize it. It's possible to pinch time and fold it back on itself so that you have lived a part of your life twice. Same idea as the 20 and back that the SSP uses on its super soldiers and others they take into their program. Positive ETS do it as well. Just goes to show, your soul is running the show, not you. So it's best to get on board with your soul and learn what its plans are for you. Ivo, indeed. Thank you, my love. I am still watching your star and it is doing some magnificent vibrations. Me, the sun, yes. I'm going to watch it from down here today when I sit outside to get more of a tan, and yes, that's another thing that's very good for your pineal gland, the sun. Don't wear suntan lotion, or sunscreen, the sun isn't as bad for you as the sunscreen is. I use aloe vera gel if I burn and it takes the sting away. Go as natural as you can. Cheers. Sharon and Ivo.